Morning, everybody. It's nice to see you all. I want to do a little pre-work if you don't mind. My email address is kind of written there. It's tom.basey@gmail.com. If you don't mind, go ahead and send me an email right now and just let's assume you're going to like the presentation. Say, hey, Tom, please send me a copy of the presentation and put Aaron, A-R-E-N, in the subject line if you want. As an alternative, that's saying we're going to experiment. We're collaborating together. Go ahead and send it if you want to tom@dojoga.io too. My preference is that, but some here, but it doesn't matter. And the second thing I'd request is if you pass some business cards. I'm going to do a demo here. I've only got 9 slides. You're like going, thank God already. But I am going to do a demo. So if you don't mind passing some business cards, I'm going to set them here. That's going to be part of the demo. Not everybody at once. Whoa, slow down. I need some business cards for the demo. I don't know if people use business cards anymore.
Yeah, it's rare, isn't it?
Somebody comes up, I have a dot.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Wonderful. Any more? This is good already, but I'd love to put some more just to do. I haven't done this. I've done it with 6A Max. There's another one. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started in the interest of your time. Okay, very good. So here's the thing. Meet Aaron. Build your own personal AI assistant from zero to ground to running in 1 weekend. No coding required. Okay, that's what we're talking about today. Aaron is what I call it. We can talk in the presentation or the Q&A about that. Actually, I wanted to ask one other thing. Raise your hand here if you've ever entered some kind of prompt into AI. Who here has entered a prompt into AI? Who here has visited a GitHub repository? Who here has visited GitHub? Few are okay. Who here, raise your hand if you are familiar with OpenClaw, someone. Anybody here familiar with OpenClaw? Okay, sir, if you don't mind, will you just say in 1 to 2 sentences, it's only been around kind of since April, what is OpenClaw for the crowd here approximately? What is your interpretation of OpenClaw?
Because of my fancy outfit?
Actually, kind of, yes.
No. Well, at least for my understanding, because I haven't really used much of OpenClaw, but I guess in terms of building agents for like coding and things like that, that's what comes to mind.
Okay, well, so it is, that's the thing, this slide right here, Jensen Huang, CEO of NVIDIA, he said everybody needs an AI strategy in their business. And it was and so NVIDIA is one of the richest companies in the world. They are all about AI. Everybody needs to have exposure to it. And really, he was kind of doing it in reference to OpenClaw. OpenClaw is an open source platform. It's an agent, lives on GitHub. You can go to GitHub, get it down. What I heard a few months ago was that you couldn't buy certain MacBook Minis because that's kind of what it lived on. So it was something you could go to GitHub, download it, put it on a MacBook Mini, and you have your own dedicated agent, okay? That's what I've done, but I don't use Mac environments. So I design my own. I develop my own. So it's my claim is it's like Aaron, only better. Okay, so that's what this is done. And this is a course that you can take the course and you can build your own you can come here to the next one of these things. Okay? So I'm gonna keep moving here. Too much chaos, too many tools, generic AI is enough. So that's the thing, everybody raise their hand on generic AI. You can ask it all kinds of stuff, right? But it can't really necessarily do things for you. Perhaps you can generate some text or images. So the gentleman that developed OpenClaw, he connected even to his financial. I did not do that on mine, but you can if you want to. So you can have it buy stuff. So I'm going to show you but basically you can build your own agent and it'll do whatever you allow it to do. You have to connect it to stuff, give it permission and tell it what you want. And then too many tools. I mean, I think you're all entrepreneurs or working or something. Does everybody use a lot of different tools? Raise your hand if you use a lot of different tools. I do, okay? And admittedly, I'm a cheapskate kind of, and so you can buy sometimes some integrated solutions that will do all kinds of stuff, but inevitably, it doesn't do everything. So I just have a hodgepodge. I have ad hoc tools. I use Salesforce. I use QuickBooks. You can connect this to all these things. If you build your own agent, or you can build separate agent, whatever you want to do, okay? But that's what's going on here. That's some image I made for my own. You can make your own, but I just kind of, Aaron is my agent, reads and sends emails, manages my calendar, reads and writes Google Drive, interfaces with QuickBooks, Salesforce, lives on Telegram. So I actually have it connected to another thing. How about this? Based on, I don't know, who here is familiar with Atlassian or Jira products? Anybody know Jira or Atlassian? So I have it connected to that too. So my point is you can connect it to almost anything. So whatever you can connect this to, then you can get it to do stuff for you. You message Aaron, and that's the thing, I'm going to show you that. I'll message it, Aaron acts, and then you're done. So Aaron is living at my house somewhere right now. I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what's going on there and see him doing stuff. But that's all it is. You message him, he does it, and then you're done. These slides are great, aren't they? I mean, they're visually pleasant, but I'm just kind of making stuff up as I go along here. But because I'm excited about the demo. Oh, are we there already? We are. All right. Let's see here. So there's my email. 7. Looks like you guys, oh, that's Zillow. All right. Only one person has sent me an email so far, at least that it's seen. That's fine. This is a different browser. So one of the things is, this is my Basey Insurance Gmail account. There's Basey Insurance, and this is my personal Tom Basey. So I've got it connected to 2 different things already. And I'm going to go ahead and go here. I'm going to say, hey, I need to meet with Brian with 1 Million Cups. Can you go ahead and add a calendar event for me to meet with him this Saturday at 9 a.m.? Oh, well, I didn't have the microphone. Hey, I need to meet with Brian from 1 Million Cups at 9 a.m. this Saturday. Can you go ahead and add a calendar event for me in my calendar? So it sees that, and I forgot to pull up the calendar. So I'll let you. So it's writing. He's going to answer me here. He spelled it with a Y. Sorry, Brian.
It's fine, the call works.
He said done. He's done it. Oh, by the way, he spells his name with an I. And let's go to my calendar over here. Oh, sorry, not that way. So you said I got 20 minutes, Brian, right? So it's okay if I run a little slow on this, right?
You're good.
I actually have coffee with somebody, but there it is at that same time. So he didn't correct that yet, he said, so he says, or maybe it hadn't showed up. But bottom line is, so right to my calendar. Okay, how about this? Hey, has anybody written asking for a copy of this presentation yet? Oh, sorry, that let you see that. He answered. Come on.
Oh, we got about 1 more minute of personal time.
Okay. Oh. I'm presenting at 1 Million Cups right now. Yeah, I'm just going to eat into my Q&A, I think, but we're almost done. You're kind of getting the feel for this anyway. Basically, my bold claim is this can do anything. You can take a class and get it done. Didn't find any. Oh, okay, well, let's see. Well, what is the last email I received? Maximilian with it. Well, that's one. Okay. Great. Please reply to that guy and put a copy of the 1MC file. Period. Go look out on the. Actually, tell me first. Go look out on the G drive. Can you see a file out there that says has 1MC in the title? It's a PDF of a presentation. Let's go look at that. 1MC. So it should find that one there. Yeah, he's found it. Go ahead and reply to that guy and attach that file to it for me, please. And the last demo I'm going to do here. So it's writing him back. You sent it to me. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and see this contact list last open on June 18. I'm going to go ahead and just take all these business cards, and sometimes it just knows what to do. It'll just take it and put it in there. So I'm going to take your business cards, take a photo of all of this, and see if he'll update the contact list. I'm going to go get here. Got 1 minute left. All right, so I send it there, and I go here. Come on, take a photo. I got to take a photo first, apparently. See if it can read it or not. Well, that remains to be seen. Okay, I took a photo, and now I want to upload that to him. And then we're going to Q&A. So I just sent that. And so ideally, he's going to take those and add them to this contact list, and we'll look and see if he knows, see what he says. If he says, what's this? What should I need to do? And then I'm ready for Q&A at this point because I'm going to stop my presentation.
All right.
Q&A.
For questions. I have lots of questions because the light was still right on there.
Guys, just as a reminder, when you're asking questions, please stand up so that our camera can see your beautiful faces as you ask that question, okay? Thank you.
Questions? Yes, please.
So is this a class that you're teaching? Can you tell us a little bit about your business model with this?
So it's a great question. Number one, the short answer is yes, and or I have a class, I can make a link available, someone can go and take it. Right now I have it set up so it's 90% off, so it costs $30. But yes, there is a class, you can go in and log and take the class. But to your point, that thing, it is a product, and that's why I'm presenting it here today. This is a product that I could productize. I use it for my other businesses, so it's something I developed for myself. But yeah, right now the offering is a class. You can literally log in. It'll cost you 29 bucks, I think, right now to do that. Normal price, $297, right? But you can log in and you can step through it. In that class, to your point, there's 40-something modules there, but it literally holds your hand. So I did not know how to code in Python. Python is the script there, but you can, oh. Okay, so it looks like it did it. It added 7 contacts to that business. Let's see. So yeah, that's what I got going on. It hasn't updated there, but I bet it'll show that it updated that thing. So yes, great question. Yes, sir, please.
Where do you log on to the class?
So I will make a link. If you guys will write to me and say, hey, I want to take the class, then I'll send it to you. So there's a URL and you can log in. It's a specific URL.
You have Westover Hills Financial. So go ahead. Just send it to me.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that.
I will log in and do this also.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So if he's gonna message you, are you creating that URL or is your agent creating?
The URL already exists. So what happens is, so I have different things going on. So that's the thing. I'm a member of the Fort Worth Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I'm a sponsor of this thing next door. So I'm one of your neighbors. But I do some things. So I have a platform, a platform where I offer different courses. This particular thing that I'm sharing with you today, I share it as fellow entrepreneurs. This is something you can use, right? But yes, if you really want it, you can take that course. You can. And so there's a platform where I offer other courses there too. And there's this course, not unlike Coursera. It's kind of like Coursera, but it allows me to control. I don't have it on Coursera or Udemy. I have it on a different one. Well, it's not mine. It's somebody else's. Yes, please.
If you had to explain what you just went through in one sentence for the dear guy, what would that be?
AI agents can do whatever you want if you can connect them to stuff. Yes, please.
So is the class or the course supposed to teach people how to use AI agents? I feel like I'm missing that part.
And thanks. That seems to be here. Thank you. I'm not articulating effectively, or that's the thing. I'm being coy. I wanted to just kind of show it to you. The course takes you step by step. So here's the thing. What it does, number one, it says, guess what? You're going to need to download Python on your machine. I'd never done that. So first I did this. I used AI to learn how to do it. And then I built a course so that you could do it. So first I said, hey, I want to do something like OpenCloud, but I don't use Mac. Let's architect a solution. So we architected. The course says download Python on your machine. You got Python running there. Then it says download some editor so you can edit Python. And then it says here's some code. You need to put that on there. And so and like the file name, I'll just call it Aaron.py. Well, Aaron.py lives there. But now you need to make some connections to your stuff. And so it tells you this is how you do that. So you go to the thing you're going to do and you use something called OAuth. So it walks you through, but you don't have to write Aaron.py. There's a file there. You can literally copy and paste it. So it literally just holds your hands and allows you to do what I did to develop that. So it's a course that helps you implement it yourself over the weekend. Yes, sir.
Will it also connect to LinkedIn, Instagram, accounts like that? So if you're sending out documents to people for...
Short answer is yes. Now it depends. LinkedIn in particular, so LinkedIn's my favorite platform. I have not connected it yet. LinkedIn likes to, they protect it because what they don't want, what I would be doing if they let me is I would be DMing people all the time in there and I haven't. So yes, you can connect all of it. So I use a legacy product. So every day I post on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, X, all the different platforms, but I use some legacy. But once I get this working, then I'll probably start doing that. But yes, you can do that. Yes, please.
I'm assuming there's like competitors that do similar things like AI. Why choose this one over the other options?
Well, short answer, AI is so open, you can do whatever you want. The unique thing about this, so that's the thing, you could argue OpenClaw is a competitor. OpenClaw really exploded, and now it's kind of already on the down. There's a new one called Hermes, and so there's always something like that. But in those instances, all those so far is you're kind of taking their solution and you use it. This is you're developing your own, and that's saying once you develop your own, I can literally make this do whatever I want. So that's the thing. I'm going to use the word SaaSpocalypse. Okay. What I'm claiming is legacy software applications are going to be a thing of the past because you can use an agent to do whatever you want. And so that's the thing. This is just so you're right there from a user standpoint. There's plenty of things you can use. Or there at least there's more and more. But this one is unique in its implementation. Yes, please.
Very interesting technology, and it's cool. Like I plan on doing something similar to this after this presentation. So thank you. Is it just a point of clarity? Or is it the actual agent that you'll be selling, or is it the educational course for creating these agents that you'll be?
Today it's the course, but I could do it either way. That's the thing I'm working on, that I'm trying to decide on what I'm going to do there. I have a long background of supporting software. So here's the thing. One of the reasons I don't want to sell the code is because then I have to support it. Now, admittedly, I'm building an agent. I've got a backlog of agents. I'm going to build a support agent, so maybe I'll do that. But for the time being, I'm a Goldilocks. I used to say I'm lazy or I try to work smart. I decided, well, I'm going to say I'm hard work averse. I like to avoid hard work. And so I think that right today it's just, I'm really giving the course away at this point, but I haven't decided if I'm going to monetize from like she said, business model. I kind of soft shoot around it, right? I haven't decided, but that's the thing these days, that's why we're all here. Legacy business models almost kind of don't matter. You can kind of do whatever you want. So, but today the answer is monetizing the course, but I will probably monetize the agents. Yes, please, Dr.
Tom, just so I understand, what is your goal, with this class, what you're sharing today? Is the angle to sell, or it's just for you to share this concept or how to use, introductory educational content for entrepreneurs?
Well, you and I are buddies, and we've sat around at coffee shops and ideated. And what you'll know is, I don't know. That's part of the reason. That's the beauty of this organization, right? It's like, I don't know, and I'm figuring out, we don't even know exactly. But what it turned out when I found out you're doing this YouTube, so I'm a proponent of 1 million cups also. So in a certain way, so one, I have multiple objectives. I like, again, Tom is no longer going to call himself lazy. I'm work hard averse. When I do this, apparently I didn't even know we're making a commercial for 1 million cups and for DoJoGa, and I'm building relationships with my buddies here, you know what I mean? So I didn't have a single objective necessarily. I just kind of like to do good things and find out what comes out of it. So I don't even know. I'm looking for you guys to tell me in a certain way, what am I going to do? Yes, please.
In your opinion, how does using AI agents, 'cause a lot of us use them already, but when we start attaching them to things like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook for enterprise usage, right? And we start to go back to that 2014 era of just bot spamming. How do we avoid a dead internet theory scenario?
Yeah, I don't know. So here's the thing. Great question. This is an existential question. Number one, who here is terrified of AI and who here is excited about AI? Well, I'm both. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm both. So I don't know. I'm concerned about AI stuff. There's all kinds of things I'm concerned about. But that's why I jumped on early. I'm going to try to at least do my part to get it right. But I don't have a good answer. And to your point, that's the thing. I'm concerned. There are big potentially economic implications to everybody. I'm concerned about that. But I'm not going to sit still. Yeah. I'm going to try to just address it and be responsible as I address it.
The scenario of like you have this thing going out and prospecting. Well, in time, there is going to be the opposite of that. We're going to have anti-prospecting AI agents that are talking to you, and they're going to be racking up your usage, right? Your usage amounts. Then you're going to end up in a situation where they're going back and forth, and they both think this is a great deal, and then none of us realize that we just bought something.
So that's a great scenario. Let me say this. So my knowledge is not infinite, right? But what I would offer is this architecture on purpose was architected to not token max. So nodes in theory, I'm not using much at all. Yeah. So this has been, so I've had this going since, I don't know, May, I'm not sure when. I've only put $200 worth of usage in it, and I haven't used all that yet. So whatever this that thing, I almost don't even understand. I don't understand this completely. I collaborated with AI to build this thing, but it's not you. I'm not token maxing at this point yet. But to your point, it could. I mean, if they start having a conversation, it could. Yes, please.
So kind of on this train of thought with Dexter and Nathaniel, like the development of these AIs, there's so many people developing these agents, and there's so many things that like you're creating, it's all over the place, right? And so I think like in terms of the problem or in terms of the goal, I think that focusing in on like a single application would be maybe something that you might try to like sort of narrow in on so that you can like get really good at solving that problem. I don't know what that application is, and I know that's why you're here. But if you could maybe orient the goal toward finding whatever that application is. That's
So, and you're exactly right. Who can argue that, right? Niches are in the reaches and focusing on, instead of doing everything, you're exactly right. What I would offer is there's a hint, though, in that one slide is that, well, I said calendar, email, G Drive, and Salesforce. My point is small business. It could be your small business operator, since I'm a small business guy, too. So I could choose that. At this point, I'm choosing to just share the information. And I'm educating. So here's the thing, and also the other thing about trust. Well, do you trust whoever you're going to get your AI agent from? Well, just build your own. That way the trust is there as far as I'm concerned. But it's an interesting point. So I could either be the trust general, I don't know, or I could be the small business AI something, I don't know, yes. Somebody, yes, please. You're supposed to stand up, suppose they want to get a picture of you. And I have a feeling you got a great question coming. The pressure's on.
The niches are in the riches, or the riches are in the niches. Supposedly, yeah. And they tell us to niche down to who. But what if you niche down to when? Like, at what point are the people that need this? Where are they at?
That's a great, wow. That's a great, I think that's a great idea. Okay, didn't even know, but I got a great, so you're exactly right, that's a great idea. But notice, Tom's not interested in, want to have a couple of them. I'm not interested in reaches particularly. It kind of comes anyway. And the other thing, actually, to be quite honest, so I'm a tech bro, okay? We could talk about it, but my alter ego, also, I'm an insurance guy, okay? And everybody needs insurance, okay? And so my point is, I struggle, like, focus, well, everybody needs life insurance. That's a classic problem I personally have. So everybody needs this. I claim everybody, so whether it's life insurance, everybody here needs a life insurance policy, and everybody here needs one of these AI agents. I struggle a little bit to focus on that and figure out, but you're exactly right. But what I love is, that's an example of this room. Instead of thinking about who, when, I've never heard that before, and I think that's a great idea, where you are in the journey, yeah.
oh yeah.
I will say as more of like a presentation like suggestion, when you're talking about this, we saw you using it in messaging and making it, setting the calendar and stuff. For somebody who is in one industry and another person is in another industry, they're gonna look at this and go, cool. But if you could get a few scenarios like that you can just pull from, like where, okay, here's a scenario for a insurance agent, right?
Yeah,
So you don't know that very well. Or here's a scenario for a real estate agent, or here's one for a retail shop owner. So that way you could go, now imagine you wake up one day and then you just go. And then it really paints that picture for that person instead of just going, hey, it will respond to, your friends when you don't want to talk to them.
So you are a storyteller, right? That's what you do. And so you could tell them, guess what? I'm a recovering engineer, okay? I'm recovering, and so what I'm showing them is like, hey, this is the function, and then people are like, and so you're exactly right. And again, that's why I'm here. Yes, please.
So I feel like technology is great, and it's only as good as we set it up, right? Like there's so much. Every single one of us has a software in our business that is marginally set up, right? Every single one of us. So is there an opportunity to have the education piece and then build a team of human AI techs? Because then you get the education, but then they also can pay for the support in a different vein. And then now you're also providing human opportunity as well.
What you said sounds great. Candidly, I don't quite understand. Again, I'm a recovering engineer, so maybe I'm like, I don't quite understand, but it sounded like a good idea. I didn't quite understand your rationale, but it sounds like a good idea.
Because eventually, not everybody's going to be able to set up an AI agent.
Really?
I mean, maybe.
Let me stop you right there. You said that she could be right, but I would venture to say that's something we're kind of at the point now where they say, well, not everybody's going to have a website. Actually, I think everybody has a website. You have personal websites and business, so I think actually agents are coming. I think everybody will have one. If I go back, so I'm older than almost everybody in this room, okay? I'm so old, okay? But I remember when there were no websites. I did an MBA at UT Arlington, and one of my studies was I was looking at websites, what was on there, and this was only big corporate ones. But my point is, I think everybody's going to have agents, probably multiple agents. And so this is just your starting point, your foray from a 1 million cups buddy. But I think they will.
Were any help to like build it and maintain?
Yes, but I put in website there. That was true, and eventually it wasn't true, right? No, you can build your own, but you're right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to jump on Wix as a CEO and be like, well, let's figure out how to make this tech app work now.
Am I running out of time here? You got your hand up or you have a question?
Both. So we got
Dang it.
one more question
definitely.
after me. But I was thinking in terms of framing this, because it can get, too much jargon, can be overwhelming, a lot of new concepts, and it can scare folks away. I think potentially, rather than say AI agent, and it's just semantics, and say something, that helps you let you build your own AI employee
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
works across software that you're already using. Something simple
That's
like
great.
that.
You're a wordsmith, Dexter. So that's great. That's great. Employee will be work. Are you said I got one more then?
Yes.
Oh, two more. Seriously, that thing. You want me to come to? Okay. Yeah.
I'm just curious, whenever it comes to like agents, AI, do you think guardrails sell? If I can connect something to my contact list on my drive, what makes me think it's not gonna delete everything? Like, so I'm trying to see what you do. How do you reach out to me with that?
So there's multiple big problems that we know exist, and that may be the most, as a small business, I am concerned about. So here's the thing. I said I connected it to Salesforce. I have thousands of contacts in Salesforce. And I only did this past week or so. So I haven't even, the only thing I've done is say, hey, show me, I haven't had it right to Salesforce yet. So that is a legitimate concern. So I don't know everything. I don't have it, but my first thought is backups. But to your point, you're going to have to build systems. Use the word guardrails. So that's the thing. So I'm thinking in terms of backups. I'm thinking in terms of agent, like in the software development world, we use the word peer programming. So you and I are going to write some code together. Maybe I'll write some and you look at it and vice versa. So my point is, may need to have agents to watch other agents and report and that kind of. So you have a very legitimate concern, and I've thought about how I'm going to address it. But that's the thing. Right now, this thing is living. I'm just living on another machine at my house. I have a new. I said it this week. I said, Aaron right now is living in provisional housing. I need to get him a real home. So, but he's supposedly I didn't move him yet because I'm having this presentation. Otherwise, I would have moved him. Yeah. Okay.
All right, round of applause. Okay, before we present you with your 1 million cups trophy, the question we always ask is, what can the 1 million cups community do for you?
And this is a new answer for me. When Brian stood up here, no, you stood up here and talked about it. Actually, my request is social media. That is, take whatever you see from 1 million, connect to me on social media. So I'm Tom Basey, and I have a couple different businesses in there, but find me on whatever your favorite social media, connect to me there, and then let's share the heck out of this. I'm assuming there's gonna be content of 1 million cups / Tom Basey / DoJoGa. Connect to me and then share that. That's my request.
Amazing. Well, here you go.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for presenting.
Very good. Great to be here. I
Also,
get to sign this
your
thing.
autograph. Yes, the Sharky's hanging right there. Okay. Thank you guys. Up next, we're going to have Harry. So if you want to go ahead and get set.